Hello kids. Today we are going to start a new topic about area and perimeter. It belongs to geometry mathematics. So let's start. When we talk about area, we must understand that area is something, any object which has some space inside, or the square units covered within the boundary of any object or a shape is called its area. We are going to understand it further with some example as well. You will be able to understand it more easily. Now let's discuss about perimeters. What are perimeters? Well, perimeters are the outer boundary of any shape. Like if you just cycle around a garden, then you are just covering the perimeter. But if you are running inside any park, that means you are covering its area. That's the difference. When we talk about area and perimeter, we think about what are the objectives of using or for the application of area and perimeter. Well, we use area to discuss about the house, any kind of house, or the floor spacing inside the house. And for perimeters, you can say that how much wiring you need to fence around the house, right? So these are the things we use it in the daily life. So some of the formula over here we use for areas and perimeter, and they are so simple. For the basic, we will take some of the figures of geometrical shapes that are a square, rectangle and triangle. These are the three shapes we are going to discuss in this video. So let's start. Let's talk about the area first. Let's discuss square. You can see a picture over here of a square. So you know that a square is something which has all sides equal, right? It has all the sides equal, so it is a square. So the formula of a square is side by side, or s multiplied by s, or s times s. So you can write it easily as a square. Whatever the length of or breadth, whatever you can call it, this side is equals to, if it is equals to 2, then it must be 2 as well. Over here as well 2, and this one is also 2. So find out the area. If somebody is asking you to find out the area, you will take this side and you will times it with this side. If it is 2 and this thing is 2, so 2 and 2 makes 4. It will be 4 centimeter square, or whatever unit square given to you. If you are having a rectangle over here, you can see, then the rectangle is something which has opposite sides equal. Two opposite sides are equal, right, by the definition of rectangle. So the formula for rectangular area is length into breadth, or length into width. So we will just multiply these two sides, these two different sides, and we will get the answer. Further, we are going to do the applications of these shapes. Right now I am just giving you a brief explanation. Now if you talk about the area of a triangle, it's half into breadth into height, base into height, sorry. This is your base and this one is your height. So this is your half, that's your triangle formula for triangle. You can find out the area whenever you are given a grid form of figure. You can easily find out by counting the squares inside the figure, right? Like this, if it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or you can take this 2 rows, and how many columns you can see? 3 columns. So you are going to multiply 2 multiplied by 3, it will be 6 units, right? Either you count it or just times it. So, or just simply apply the formula. So whatever the shape is, you choose that formula. If it is a square, if it is a rectangle, or the triangle, you will choose the appropriate formula for that. And square unit, or whatever unit is given to you, you are going to write it obviously over there, otherwise it will be incomplete. Now let's talk about perimeter. Perimeters is a distance around a 2D shape, or you can say that the surrounding path of a park, you can say that thing is your perimeter. The outer layer of any shape is your perimeter. So it is so simple. We are not going to apply any kind of formula in perimeter of any shape, rather it is a triangular, square, or a rectangle. You are going all the sides to be add. You are going to add all the sides, right? So if it is 8, if it is this is your 4, you are going to twice it, add it twice, right? 2 times a plus b, that's the formula, or just write it a plus b plus c plus d. You have to just add them all up, right? If it is a triangle, you are going to write a, b and c. So a plus b plus c will be the formula for triangle perimeter. Here you can see the very basics of the area, that you can just count all the square units within the shape and you can write it. Here you can see a rectangle, and here it is a connected figure which is your square. So you can count, it is easily can be calculated that this is your 9 and this one is your 18, right? How? 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6, so 3 6 are 18, right? So 3 6 are 18, so 18 plus 9, it will give you the total sum of this area. Okay, so similarly, if you are having any shape without the grid or without the square within, so you are going to just look at the side figures. You must be given some of the numbers over there, and you are going to apply the formula, appropriate one, and you will get the answer for that. So in this topic, or in this video, we are just explaining or understanding the 3 figures, basic figures, which are triangle, rectangle and square. Let's move on to the another figure. Over here it is a rectangle. You can see this is a long side, and this one is a shorter one, so opposite sides are equal. So you are going to apply the simple formula, length into breadth, right? So 4 times 3, you will get 12 units, square units, right? If you are given any kind of grid, so you will just count all the squares and write it directly, right? As for perimeters, we know that we have to find out the sum of all the sides, right? Just do the addition of all the sides. So it will be 8 plus 8 plus 5 plus 5, because rectangle has opposite sides are equal. So it is a rectangle. Why? Because you can see that the figures are numbers are given to you which are different to each other. Now what we have to do is look at the next figure, which we have we have to find out the perimeter for this figure, so we don't have to worry about the distinguish or dividing this figure like this, I mean in the rectangle or in the square form. So we are just going to add all the outer numbers which are given to us, and then by doing so we will get the perimeter of our figure. So it will be 3 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4 and plus 6. I'm just giving you a short explanation orally right now, and now I'm going to do the application for it, so that you can understand it easily and more conveniently. Here you can see that we have to find out the area of a square over here, right? So we don't have any kind of grid inside, so we are going to apply the formula first. And what's the formula for a square? You know that very well. This is what I've just done. I applied the particular formula for the square. I know that area of a square is side by side, right? Whatever the side you are given, you are going to just times it. So I have wrote it over here. 2 multiplied by 2 is equals to 4 square unit, right? So this is the formula. This is the way we do the area, find out the area of any figure or square specifically. But don't forget the unit. To write this unit, if it is not given centimeter or meter, whatever, then you will just simply write square unit, right? Now here you can see that we have to find out the area of a rectangle after the square. So we are going to apply the appropriate formula for that. This is how it has to be done. This is my figure. We have to find out the area of a rectangle, right? So I have put the appropriate formula for that. Area of rectangle is equals to length multiplied by breadth, or you can say width. Okay, so you are putting the values. What is the value for length is 5, and then your breadth is, or width is 4. So you are going to times it. It will be 20. 5 4s are 20 square units. Okay. For triangle, it is as well simple. Like before we have done, you are going to find out the area for the triangle. I have simplified it. I have just calculated it already. I have given a base over here 6. I have written. I have given a height over here 3. Okay. So I am applying the formula for half multiplied by base into height. This is the simplest formula, right? I have written over here. Area of triangle is equals to half base into height. First you have to multiply base and height together, and then you will divide it by 2. That's a simple thing. Now you can see that I have put all the values over here. 1 upon 2 as it is. Multiply by base is what? By 3, or height is your 6. Okay. So I am just putting the values over here, nothing else, in the formula, in the same formula. Now what I am going to do, I am going to simplify it. Either you just multiply it or make it easy for you. 2 multiplied by 6 divided by 2, so it will be your 3. So either you just simplify it or just times it. Okay, it's up to you. So this is my final answer. I have just simplified it. I have just times it, so I got 9. And square unit is the unit for it. So don't forget to put the square unit with the when you are dealing with areas specifically. Here you can see that we are doing perimeter after area. So over here, perimeter, you know that the outer surface or the outer boundary of any object or shape is its perimeter. So we are given a perimeter. We have to find out a perimeter of a rectangle. A rectangular shape is given to us. So first of all, I have written the formula for perimeter, sum of all the sides, that is. Then you can write it in the symbolic form like this, twice of that means 2 is being multiplied over here, right? So a plus b are the sides. So, or you can write it simple, a plus b plus b, because we have to cover all the sides, right? So we are just going to add up these opposite sides together to get the perimeter of this rectangular shape. Now you can see that I have just put all the values in the particular formula. So this it is obviously a simplest thing. So p is equals to 2 plus 2 plus 11 plus 11, and I got the answer of 26. This is unit. It's a single unit over here. Why? Because we are just adding it. We are not multiplying it or times it. Okay. When we multiply two things together, we have learned it already in the algebra that it will give you a square form, right? But we are adding over here, so the unit will remain single. Same goes for the perimeter of a triangle. What over here we have given? We have given a triangle over here. It's a triangle. So you can see that the side A is 2, B is 2, and C is 2. They have given us the very easy values over here. So simply we are going to add them all. That's the perimeter thing. We have to simply add the outer numbers or the boundary to get the perimeter. So we are adding 2 plus 2 plus 2 is equals to, it will be 6, and the unit will be single, right? They haven't written over here, but don't you forget the unit. If it is centimeter, then it will come over here centimeter. If it is meter, then it will be a meter. Okay, without unit, geometry is incomplete. So whenever we need to do the calculation in geometry, we need to write whatever the appropriate units are. Now here is a question is given to us that find the missing side length when the perimeter is 20. Okay, we have given a perimeter which is 20 and one side, whatever we can call it a length, so it is 3, and other side is not given, unknown to us. So we are going to find it out by putting the formula for it. You know that very well that if we have to just add the figures or the numbers to get the perimeter. So we are going to write the formula first. This is my formula. I have written it twice of A plus twice of B. Any confusion? From the question we can see that we are given perimeter is equals to 20 units. Okay. Now till here I have written the values for the from the question. Perimeter is equals to 20 unit. Length we have given that is 3 units, right? So I have written over here. I am now substituting the values in the formula. 20 is my perimeter. Twice of A means length. So 2 multiplied by 3 plus sign as it is, 2B as it is, because B is not known to us, right? So we have to find it out. So keeping 2B at one side and shifting all the known values together at one hand side, we will be able to get the unknown one, right? That's a variable B. So 20 is over here, and 2 times 3 will give you 6. So this 6 will be left alone with the unknown variable. We cannot sort it out. We cannot calculate B and a known value. Okay? That's why we are going to shift this 6 on the other hand side. So this is being multiplied over here, and the other hand it will be what? Divided. Sorry, by mistake I just told you that it is being multiplied over here. It is added over here, right? It is being added over here. So 2 3 is 6 plus twice of B. Okay, so this has a positive sign, so I will shift it on the other hand side, so it will give you a negative sign. So 20 minus 6 will be then 14, and 2B remains same. So here now you can see that 2 and B are being multiplied. So we are shifting this 2 on the other hand side so that we can calculate or sort the same values, right? B cannot be solved with a known value, so we have to find out like this. So what I have just done over here, 2B is equals to 14, so I am shifting this to B. 2 is being multiplied with B, so on the other hand side will be divided, right? So I have just shift all the known values together. So by cancelling it out or solving it out, we get 2 ones are 2 and 2 7 times 14. So 7 unit will be here. The answer of B is 7. If you are putting this 7 in the back in the formula, you will get the answer as 20 units, right? If you have any confusion, you can just put the known values back in the formula to just check your answer in exams if you have time enough, right? If you have got time enough. Same thing goes for the shape of square. If you are given a square and you have to find out the perimeter for it, this shape, you are going to do nothing but add all the sides. How many sides you can see? It has 4 sides, right? So you know that square is equal by all sides. So every side, each and every side of the square is equal. So we are going to just add all the 4 sides together. We will get the perimeter. That's easy. So all you have to do is to focus on the definitions first. That we have to find out whatever we are doing. First of all, we have to focus on area or the perimeter we are dealing with, right? Then we have to focus on the appropriate formula. You know that we can count the area by just counting simply the square units in it, or by putting the appropriate formula. For the when we talk about perimeter, we have to just add all the sides, all the given figures. So we will be able to find the perimeter for it, and that's a simple thing. But for area, keep that in mind that you have to learn all the formula for it, and don't forget to put the units. So I'm going to wind it up over here till the next video. Inshallah ta'ala, I will get back to you. If you have any question, please leave a comment. Thank you so much.